If you start a new project in DaVinci Resolve and spend the first 10 minutes setting everything up from scratch, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to build a project template, so all of that is already done every time you open a new project. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start in the project manager, and here just create a new project that will be our template. So right click, new project, and give it a name. And let's click create. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a folder structure, which is really important. We're going to be doing everything in media pool, but on the edit page. So just go here and in the master folder, right click, new bin, and let's create one bin for each category of things that you normally import while creating a project. And of course, to rename it, just right click, rename bin. And my first one will be timelines, where I will be storing all my timelines. Now I'm going to mention to you that there is no one size fits all. So you basically need to know yourself and know what you're working with in normal projects, what you import to your media pool. And knowing this, you can create a folder structure that will help you. Quick tip for you, you can actually right click a folder here on the left side, color tag, and choose a color that you associate certain things with. So for example, timelines are always red for me, sound effects are yellow, and they are yellow also on my timeline, so that's why I choose this color. And you can color your bins how you want. If you have everything, let's actually go to the timelines folder, and it's time to create our first timeline, which is going to be our base where we create everything. So just right click, go to timelines and create new timeline. Give it a name. How I usually name my timelines is basically just a number of which timeline it is, then the letter H or V, depending on either it's a horizontal or vertical timeline, then the resolution and frames per second, then number of video tracks. We can actually increase it here, so you won't need to add this later. And if you set the resolution and frame rate how you wanted it, just keep use project settings checked. If not, uncheck this, and here in the format, change the resolution, the frame rate. You can also change the color science here. And if everything is ready, let's hit generate. Now, as you can see, we have our timeline with the tracks already made for us. And here, let's also do some organization. What I usually do is I rename every audio track depending on what I will store on these. And I do the same thing with the video tracks. Then also I change the colors just to keep everything easy for my brain. So for example, on my first audio track, I always have the audio from my A roll, so that's going to be it. The third audio track is usually music, and the rest are sound effects. Okay, so I have everything renamed, and now to change the color, just right click, change track color, and I'm going to choose teal for my music track because that's the same color I use in the media pool structure. The same thing goes for sound effects and any other track that you want and that you create. Now for the video tracks, I do the same thing, but I will just go quickly here and increase the video track height to see the names, and I just rename them depending on what I store on each of these, and then I change the color. Okay, for the purpose of this video, let's say it's ready. But before we move on, I just want to quickly share with you a quick tip, because sometimes there are scenarios where you need to add another track in between. For example, let's say we have this B-roll track and we need literally another one. So to do this, you can actually right click, add a track. We can change the color, change the name, and we have another track in between those without interfering with any clips or anything. And if you want to also swap the places, you can right click on a track and then you can choose to move track up or track down. Really useful. Let's now go to the Fairlight tab and let's create some presets to audio. What you can do is, for example, if you know somebody's voice and if you know the EQ for them that you usually set it up, you can just go here, click the EQ, change it, and you can add some effects. For the first track, I will add, for example, dialogue processor. Just drag it and change the preset to male voice. That will easily work. And another thing that I myself have set up on my project template are the volumes. For example, for music, it's most of the times it's too loud, so I will just decrease it by default by 20 decibels. The same thing with sound effects. They're also usually too loud, so I will just change it to -10. And then depending on my certain project that I'm working on, I will just adjust it. Okay, so if we have everything here, we can just go back to the edit page. And now we have our kind of default timeline set up. So now let's create a copy of this. Let's just Command C to copy, Command V to paste. And now let's just click and remove the copy from the name. And let's change the thing that we want to change. I will make it, for example, vertical for short form content and everything. So I'll just hit enter and then right click timelines, timeline settings. And here in the format, change the timeline resolution to use vertical resolution. And as you can see here, I created a timeline that is vertical. I already have everything created here, the same tracks, the same effects and volumes here on the Fairlight tab. And right now, if we start another project, our default view will look like this. Everything is set up for us, really easy to go from here. Okay, so now I will show you actually how you can save it and reuse it. So there are two methods, or maybe the two simplest methods to do this. First one that I personally use is I just go to my project manager. What I do every time if I want to create a new project, I just select it, copy this and paste it in my desired location. It will create the same project but with copy here, as you can see. So I just rename it, then I go inside and I literally have everything here created already waiting for me. Then the second option is to save the project as file somewhere. So in order to do this, just go here to File, Export Project and save it somewhere. Just double click it every time you want to start a new project. And because it actually doesn't create a new one, you basically every time need to go here to File, Save Project As and give it a different name. So I'll make something like this, for example. And now if we actually go to our project manager, as you can see, there's the project 2. We can just go into it and everything is set up ready for us.